In S/4HANA, the master records of customers and vendors have changed. And of course, we specifically refer to the fact that now the business partner is mandatory when we create master records for both customers and vendors. So right now, in this lesson, we want to start showing some of the customizing settings that are relevant for the business partner. In particular, we want to check what we call the grouping, because as you will see even in some of the coming lessons, there's a link that we can use the grouping object to link to the customer and vendors account groups. So well, for this, let's open cross application components. Here we have a complete section for SAP Business Partner. So well, let's open the detail and basic settings. And here we have number ranges and groupings. Actually, we have this transaction define groupings and assign the number ranges, because that is the other main purpose of the grouping, is just to assign a valid number range. Because as you know, every time we create a master record, we need to specify what will be the ID for this new master record, or if it's internal, an internal numbering, an internal number range. Well, just the system needs to know what is the lower limit and the upper limit for this range and the current number. So well, let's analyze this. Let's start the transaction. And at first, as you can see, we have so many groupings, well, around 46. This is also because you have to remember we also use business partners, for example, for treasury and just financial supply chain management. That is even from previous releases, even before the S/4HANA releases. But now in S/4HANA, we also use them for creation of customer and vendor master records. So well, now, as you can see, we have so many. In this lesson and in the next lessons, we want you to focus on BP02, this grouping, because we'll be using this to illustrate and just to have a complete scenario on how we can use the grouping concept to just create our new master records. As you can see, just checking the description, this is a grouping that we want to have and we want to use for internal numbering. And as you can see, the number range that has been assigned to this grouping, it's number range 02. And the other important thing here is that it's external. As you can see here, sorry, it's not external, it's internal. Just because the external column, the checkbox is empty. So that, again, that just means that the this grouping has a number range that actually has been defined as external. And that is the next step we want to show in this lesson, now the number range 02, so you can have a look that it's an internal number range. So let's go back and we will start the define number ranges transaction. We just want to display, we don't want to modify anything for the time being, so let's just click here. And this is, of course, the one we want you to focus for this lesson, the number range 02. I mean, we have a lower limit. It starts with 0001 and then just zeros, and it goes to 0010 and then just nines. We have a current number, of course, current number range status, and again, really important for us to notice that the checkbox for the external column is empty. So of course that just means it's an internal number range. So as we have been saying, if it's internal, the system will just control every time we create a new master record, it will assign the correct new ID according to just a consecutive number. It will assign, for example, the next one. Okay, after we have seen this, we can just, let's go back. We're just pretty much finishing this lesson, but we still need to cover a lot of things about business partners. So definitely, we just invite you to keep learning with all of our trainings.